Okay, you win. I give up. Ever since I started this channel, which was over 1 year ago by the way, I have had more requests to do one game than any other, League of Legends. I have said a few times that Milky Oreo's Best Anything games are really not my cup of tea. So instead of just doing one game, I decided to do this like a band-aid and get them all out of the way at once. So here it is, League of Legends, DOTA 2, and another big masterful Orator's Beret architecture game coming out soon, Infinite Crisis. I'm just going to get this out of the way now. I suck at all of these games. I know nothing about them, I don't know the strategies, I don't know the skills, I don't know the items. I am a complete and utter newbie, and I don't really care. Remember those words, they're gonna pop up a lot. So feel free to criticize my playing as much as you like. Here were my rules. I'd play 2 matches of each game, players against bots if I could because I'd really prefer not to screw over other people, and that was it. I picked heroes pretty much at random with some help from my Twitch chat room. Thanks guys! And just played the game. So I'm going to talk about each game first individually and then compare them at the end. Okay, whatever. Let's start with the Big Daddy, League of Legends. This was probably the game I was best at, and let me say, I can see the fun in this game, especially at a competitive level. My first match I was a guy with a giant gun, which I thought was freaking sweet. I don't really remember his name though. And guess what? You know what, let me go over the rules right now because they're pretty much going to be the same throughout the rest of the video. 3 lanes, 5 players, destroy their base before they destroy yours. Okay, done. I chose the bottom lane because... Seemed like a good idea at the time. The strategy from what I could tell was this. Run in, try to kill a guy using every trick you have, run away when you're hurt, heal up, rinse, repeat. And the match just kinda goes like this for 30 minutes. That was pretty much it. I don't get why people want me to talk about these games. Granted, you do gain levels, allowing you to increase your skill's efficiency. You also gain gold, allowing you to buy items to increase your stats and such. But it's still pretty much the same throughout. I know there's NPCs to kill as well, but I didn't do any of that. I'm sure all of this put together really does make for some awesome competitive gaming, but I'm not ever going to do that. Ever. This character, I was no good with. I'm not sure I got more than 2 or 3 kills. Yep, that bad, folks. Next match! This time I was a dual sword. Is that a sword? I don't really know what the heck those are. And... dual sharp thingy wielding death machine. I was much better with this character. I even got quite a few more kills. However, this time I went with the top lane, which really diversified my gameplay experience. That was sarcasm in case you couldn't tell. I will say, I absolutely loved this skill. It was like I was playing catch! With myself! Which is how I usually have to play catch. Fun stuff. And we won! Okay, that's all for this one. DOTA 2. DOTA? 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 Whatever. Defense of the Ancients 2. Is it just me, or does that sound like a movie title that's just begging for a tagline?
Defense of the Ancients 2. This time they need protection because they're really f***ing old.
Except don't use that tagline, because it's bad. Out of all 3 games, I was the worst at DOTA 2. Like, flat out awful. My first match was with this Warlock guy. Why him? Because he looked cool. As it turns out, picking a character based on looks was a bad idea, because I'm fairly certain I killed no one. It's time for relationship advice with the TheHiveLeader. Remember everyone, when picking a mate, don't pick someone simply for their looks, or you'll kill absolutely no one. That's relationship advice? This has been relationship advice with the TheHiveLeader. Warlock had some pretty cool skills, but I guess I just didn't know how to use them. I feel like I would have to actually practice at DOTA 2 to be good at it. And... next match! After my utter humiliation, I decided to get some much needed advice from my Twitch viewers. They had me pick the Skeleton King. He was much better than that stupid bonehead Warlock. The Skeleton King could actually kill things. And while I ended up doing better than my first round, I was still so bad that I'm pretty sure I made people openly weep for my soul. Oh, and this time around I also bought a donkey. Are you happy now? I bought a donkey! And what does it do? Nothing! Stupid ass. I also found out that I could eat trees to regain health. Why would a skeleton eat a tree? Not a clue. But I did it. Take that, tree huggers. So this round went okay, but overall, I just couldn't get the hang of DOTA 2. Once again, it's probably because I'm terrible, but luckily. That brings me to the last stop on this train, Infinite Crisis. Are you tired of playing as a bunch of no-name characters? Well, now you can play as your favorite DC comic characters. Like Batman, The Flash, Shazam, Cyborg, and Punky Brewster. So what's the first thing I did? I hopped in as Batman, of course. Surprisingly enough, I was not too bad at Infinite Crisis. I killed quite a few people. I mean, how could I not? I'm Batman. Come on, I had to throw it in there at least once. I'm surprised I lasted this long. But my success was short-lived as I hopped into my second match as the Green Lantern. This round I did about as well as the Green Lantern movie did at the box office. Hey-oh! That means I did badly, by the way. And I wish I had more jokes to make, but I really don't. Infinite Crisis is just more of the same except with DC skins. However, the speed of everything seems to be greatly increased, making matches go by much quicker. Granted, this is still in beta, so I'm not going to really say anything negative other than League of Legends and DOTA 2 definitely show their polish over the newcomer. So how would I compare them all? Well, I felt like League of Legends definitely had the most polish and was the most accessible of all three. I think DOTA 2 required the most strategy and was more complex, which probably provides for a deeper experience with hardcore players. Infinite Crisis had a faster pace, which was nice for getting around, but it also caused things to be a bit too hectic. So the real question on everyone's mind is, which one do I think is best? My answer? Hey everyone, thanks for watching. Do you want to stay updated with future videos? Then make sure to click that little subscribe button. You can also follow me on Twitter, the link is in the description below. And if you really want to help me out, make sure to share this video with anyone you think might enjoy it. If you want to watch some of my other videos, then you can click on them right here. You can also visit our website for more reviews of games, TV, movies, and more.